reform, a hot topic tonight in markup hearings, and not all Republicans are on board. Listen to Senator Josh Hawley.
There's a lot of cuts there that are over. Work requirements totally fine. The anti-fraud provisions, great, totally fine. I think there's a lot of savings there. That's all fine by me. But I'm concerned about some of their other proposals. They have a cost-sharing proposal in there. I think we need to look at really carefully where they're making beneficiaries pay more. These are working people in particular who have to pay more. They're fiddling with the provider arrangements, the provider tax in particular. That could have a big impact in my state and lead to reduced coverage.
Let's bring in House Energy and Commerce Committee member and Alabama Congressman Gary Palmer for discussion. Look, you're one of the more thoughtful, reasonable people that I served with in the United States Congress. You're a fiscal conservative. I'll ask you the same question we asked the previous congressman. Are we cutting enough in this bill?
Well, in the overall bill or on the Medicaid side?
Both.
Well, we're not cutting Medicaid at all. Medicaid's still going to grow by 25%. And that's the big lie that the Democrats are telling. They've got all these people ginned up thinking they're going to lose their Medicaid coverage. And the fact of the matter is no one who is legally eligible to be on Medicaid will have their Medicaid denied. No one who is legally eligible to be added to Medicaid will be denied. So in terms of the overall bill, I think there's more work to be done. But where we are right now, I think I just think we need to see what's going to happen in the markup, see what happens before we bring it to the floor, and make a decision then on what else we can do.
Congressman, you kind of hit it that only in the, I said this, only in the la-la land of bipartisan profligacy is slowing the growth of Medicaid a cut. It is still at least a $1.1 trillion increase over the next decade. And that's my personal beef, is that it essentially, because the way it's written in the text of the Commerce and Energy bill, it does not reduce what the feds pay for the Medicaid expansion of Obamacare. They pay 90%, the federal government, for able-bodied adults, but only 50 to 77% for the actual needy, pregnant women, people who are disabled, children. So all of this garbage coming out of the mouths of Democrats, it's not true.
Dagan, in those expansion states where you've got able-bodied adults who should be in the workforce, if they go to the doctor on their Medicaid, for every dollar that the expansion state puts in, the federal government will pay them $9. If it was a pregnant woman or a disabled elderly person, somebody like that who should be on Medicaid, it's $1.37 or $1.32 actually. It's even worse. So it's amazing to me the arguments that they're making, that we want people to go to work who ought to be working rather than paying people not to work. There's tremendous amounts of evidence out there that shows that the government is in fact paying people not to work. Phil Graham did a great book on this, and he showed that if you added up all of the transfer payments and everything that people get, they're making almost $50,000 a year not to do anything.
Yep.
Well, I can just tell you from experience, if you want some rational thinking on Capitol Hill, you might want to knock on the door of Congressman Gary Palmer. Thank you, sir, for joining us tonight on The Bottom Line.
Thanks, Jim.